Alrighty, boys, so we are back here on some NHL 25, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen, they did release week 2 of the 2000s event here, and as you can see, starting from the left, we have Ed Belfour. Next one is Patrice Brisebois, I think is how you say that. Then we have Rasmus Dahlin, Kirill Marchenko, and Milan Hajduk. Now, I'm not really going to go through all of the stats on here, but not a single one of these players is unusable. They're all really, really good in their own way. And I actually ended up unlocking the Rasmus Dahlin one. Now, it's kind of funny because I actually didn't think I was going to unlock anybody from this 2000s event, but I ended up getting Andrei Svechnikov and then, like I said, the Rasmus Dahlin. And I really, really like both of them a lot. If I just go to my team here really quick, I do have Svechnikov paired up on my first line with Yzerman and Hall. And if I scooch over to my defense here, I probably could put Dahlin on the first line. I guess it really doesn't matter. I do have Hedman up there right now, but between Coffee and Dahlin, these are very interchangeable. But I wanted to have Dahlin and Seider together. But I do have Dahlin here on the second line. He is a left defenseman, and he's left-handed. But the thing that I like the most about him is he's 6'3", so he's big, but he's fast. His acceleration is 92 and his speed is 92, and there's something about like a big player having high acceleration and high speed that it makes him feel so good. I don't know what it is. Plus his balance is 90, so it's really hard to knock off the puck. He's got decent shooting, decent hands. His checking is okay, and his defense isn't bad either. I do have the two-way defenseman synergy activated on him, so he does get a little boost to his defensive awareness and his stick checking. But like I said, I really like this card. He has a silver seeing eye and the gold elite edges. And I'm not gonna lie, man, dude, the seeing eye is probably one of my favorite abilities. I had this on, I believe it was a Werenski, kind of when I first started playing the game. I had a 84 overall Zach Werenski who had this, and I like it a lot. But going back to the rest of the 2000s players, as you can see, there are an additional 12 players added here. With the two best ones being the Luke Robitaille and the Nicholas Lindstrom. I was interested in getting the Lindstrom, I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't feel like going through the set to get the 88s. And I actually don't even know if the set is, I don't know if it's a random 88 or if it's a choice pack, but nonetheless, I did not get Nick Lindstrom. Maybe eventually we'll try to buy him, but we'll see. And then the Luke Robitaille. The Luke Robitaille is actually interesting. If we head over to his stats here, he has really good skating, man, like really good. Acceleration 94, agility 95, speed is 92. But he's got a heck of a shot too. If you can get the sniper forward activated on him, bro, 94, 92, 96, and 92, like that is insane. He's also got the power shooting boost, but I think this one's kind of hard to unlock. I don't even know if I have a single player on my team with power shooting. I might have one, but if you can get that unlocked, obviously it boosts the slap shot power and the wrist shot power as well. And then for his zone abilities, he has wheels. If you guys have this card, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm curious as to how good he is. Because I'm kind of debating if I want to get this Luke Robitaille or if I want to get the Mike Gartner, the Gallery of the Greats Mike Gartner. I believe he might be an 88 overall as well. But he also has a really good skating and really good shooting. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you guys have this card and if you like him or not. And then moving on here again, we do have a couple of next gen players, a couple 86s, a couple 87s, and an 88. David Reinbacher. I'll be honest, I don't really know who any of these players are. The guy in the middle, it looks like he plays for Winnipeg. No idea who the other four play for, if they're drafted by an NHL team or not. Again, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But the highlight of this one, I believe, is Damian Clara, or Clara, however you say that. He is a goalie, but if we head over to the auction house, he is currently selling for $150,000, and this is, as of right now, this is the only one on the market. I was on here this morning and there was like 3 of them. I think one of them was selling for like 1,000,000 coins. And then the other 2 were going for like 200,000. So he's really expensive. And if you're wondering why, the reason being is he is 6'6" and he has 91 speed, 94 agility. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe speed on goalies in NHL essentially like makes every other attribute better. Like it makes his glove better, it makes his stick better, his poke check better. Like it increases the speed for essentially everything. I could be wrong, but I'm like 99% sure that's how it works. So this could be a really, really good card. He does offer a speed boost for his synergy. And then for his zone ability, he has Sponge. So I think a lot of goalies have that. But again, same thing. If you guys have this card, please let me know in the comments down below if he is worth getting or not, because I am desperately in the market for a goalie right now. I'm currently rocking the 88 overall Henrik Lundqvist, and dude, he is just not cutting it for me. He gives up some of the worst goals, I swear to God. He cannot stop a one-timer to save his life. So again, let me know, please, if you guys have this card, if he is worth 150,000 coins, and if not, give me recommendations for other goalies, because I need one so bad. And I believe that's pretty much it for the cards. I don't know if this team of the week is new or not. I guess we can go over it really quick. Either way, though, there's Connor Hellebuyck, Zach Bogosian, Ryan McDonough, Evgeny Dadonov, Vincent Trocheck, and Jordan Stahl, who is the 89 overall. But moving on here, we do have the NHL 25 Team of the Year nominees. And it says how it works. There will be 15 nominees from both the NHL and the PWHL, comprised of 7 forwards, 5 defenders, and 3 goalies, respectively. And only 6 players from each league will make the Team of the Year. So, to be honest, I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work. Like I've said in some previous videos, this is the first NHL I've played in a long time. So, I don't know how like NHL 24, 23, 22, and so on worked with the Team of the Year. And then jumping ahead here, it says nominee card packs. So nominee card packs will be released on January 22nd and will remain available in-game until the event launches on the 24th. Nominee cards for those who make Team of the Year can be traded in for a winner's card, which can be built up to higher overalls with further upgrades and more. So I'm guessing how it's probably going to work is you'll get a... say there's nominee cards for, we'll just stick to the forwards here. So say there's 6 nominee cards, the Panarin, McKinnon, McDavid, Kucherov, Kaprizov, and Draisaitl. And just throwing random numbers out there, say they're all like a 90 overall or something, okay? And then 2 days later, when the actual Team of the Year comes out, again, just picking random players, say it's Panarin, McKinnon, and McDavid. End up getting like the forward Team of the Year cards. Maybe only those 3 are going to be able to be upgraded above 90, and then the rest of the cards will stay at 90, possibly. I'm not 100% sure, but I guess we'll find out in a couple of days here. But as I already mentioned, with the forwards, there is Panarin, McKinnon, McDavid, Kucherov, Kaprizov, and Draisaitl. As for the defensemen, Cale Makar, Evan Bouchard, Quinn Hughes, and Roman Josi. And then the goaltenders are Connor Hellebuyck and Igor Shesterkin. I'm just going to show on screen here really quick the PWHL ones. I personally do not know a single person on here. I do believe Sarah Nurse is related to Darnell Nurse in one way or another. But that's quite literally the only knowledge I have of any of these players. So, but here is the PWHL ones. And then real quick, off this website here too, if we go over to the NHL tab, there's a thing here that says build your team. So I don't know if this is going to be like a vote or something. So it says you can pick your left wing. So say I pick like Nathan McKinnon, and I'm trying to use my browser on my Xbox right now, and this is not going perfectly. But you can like drag the McKinnon to the left wing. For the center, say we choose like Connor McDavid. For right wing, let's go with Nikita Kucherov. Defense, we're going to go with Cale Makar. Goaltender, I'm going to do Igor Shesterkin. I'm just kind of randomly picking these. There's no like rhyme or reason why I'm picking the players that I'm playing. Why I'm picking the players that I'm picking, but more so just the players that I like. And for right D, let's go Quinn Hughes. So if you do that, there's a submit button here. So again, it doesn't say anything about voting. It just says the best players in the NHL lit up the ice last season. Share your picks of the top NHL players today. And then you hit submit, and this just shows up. So I don't know if this is like a vote or if this is just like something for fun to do. Kind of stumped, I'm not gonna lie. Let me know in the comments down below if you have more information than I do. But I just thought this was interesting because I did not see this page yet. So I'm a little bit curious. And then, of course, if you are interested, you can do it with the PWHL players here as well. And then the final thing we'll talk about here is the wild card. If you guys are interested in getting a bunch of the 2000s collectibles, I believe you get like 41 collectibles, which is such an odd number. But you do unlock quite a bit here if you do the wild card. And unfortunately, the wild card is 3-on-3 mascots. And that was the first time I'd ever played the mascots before. And let me tell you, it was the most annoying thing I've ever done in my life. I literally could not tell who was on my team. Like, if my opponent had the same mascot as me, I had no clue. I think I ended up choosing Gritty, whoever the Ducks mascot is. There was a green mascot, and I don't remember who my goalie was, but I had those three. And yeah, I ran into a couple of other players who had Gritty on their team, and I got so confused. It was really annoying, and I did not enjoy it. But if you just play online, this takes you like not even an hour. You just got to play a handful of games. So highly recommend doing that. And also, I finally got around to like actually playing some online games. So I played quite a bit yesterday, and I played a couple of them this morning as well. I did end up getting into Division 3, which was quite the grind, I'm not going to lie. I think one of the biggest issues that I have ran into that has put me at a massive disadvantage is the fact that I got the game at Christmas time, and I believe the fantasy hockey event was over, so I did not have a chance to unlock any like fantasy cards. And my goodness, I am so sick and tired of playing against Sandin Palika, or whatever his name is, on defense, and then whoever that center is, Dalibor Dvorsky, I don't know how to say his first name, but I've come up against him and Sandin Palika so much, and it's so freaking annoying. And I'm pretty sure with the fantasy event, I believe most people who did the fantasy event got 2 players. So 9 times out of 10, they have both of them on their team. And I know it's just me complaining, but it's so frustrating and annoying. Because literally Sandin Palika can just take a wrist shot from the blue line, and he scores like 65% of the time. I've only come up against one Colton Parayko, thankfully, and I ended up winning, believe it or not. So that was nice. But yeah, that's like the number one thing. That's like the number one issue that I'm currently running into, is just, for as good as my team is, my opponent's teams are still so much better than mine. Like, I have one 90 overall player on my team, and it's like everybody else that I come up against has at least like 3 or 4. And it makes a big difference, I'm not gonna lie. Plus my fourth line is still like 87s and 86s. So yeah, I definitely still have some work to do.